So hey guys, welcome to another edition of BB News, and I didn't do a match review of the game on Saturday because I'm still in shock. I can't believe it. We actually won a game of football. Yeah, I think after looking at that result, seeing that result, I actually passed out, and it took 2 days for my family to give me some smelling salts so that I could come back to life again after that shock result. Didn't know what to do with myself. We actually won a game of football. In all seriousness, I told you guys not to panic. All these guys, these doom and gloom merchants saying, oh, Chelsea are getting relegated. I said, nonsense, we're never going down. My money's safe. I knew it was going to be safe anyway. That's why I was willing to take on that bet of giving each of my subscribers money, because I knew that I didn't have to fulfill that part of the bargain. And everyone who said, oh, I can't see Chelsea getting another point, behave. Okay, it's been bad. Our form has been bad. Yeah, I know it. But I said, if we can't pick up anything from either Bournemouth or Nottingham Forest, then we are in serious trouble. Because, we're not going to go through and we'll lose every single game. That's even the worst teams in I'm not sure what I need to check what the longest run of defeats ever have been. And so a lot of people just panicking and not being able to handle the fact that Chelsea haven't been good this season and coming out with all this doom and gloom. And it's not any little kids from Twitter and everything. I've seen some big accounts talking about this nonsense as well, and they gain traction. So, you got to be careful what you're saying when you're a content creator, because the things that you say, it can spread negativity across the rest of the fan base. I keep saying I don't like what's happened at Chelsea, but you know what? I don't want to be negative about the whole situation all the time, because the fans, whether you like it or not, they do watch content creators. They do read the papers. They do read Twitter. So they're seeing this negativity. Their confidence is on the floor as it is, and then they're seeing more reports, by people from the Chelsea community. Do you think it's going to improve their confidence, or are they going to go further into their shell? Think about it, guys. This is the time that the players need us most, and this is the time we let them down without looking at all the circumstances behind why our performances have been so poor. So the feel-good factor, as I said, not a feel-good factor, because this is just one win against a Bournemouth, a team that in other seasons will be swatting away. But then again, we didn't swat them away in other seasons because they are a bogey team. Even when we have been looking good, they've had some good results. I think Tuchel only got a point against them. Was it Tuchel or Lampard? I think it was Tuchel. He only got a point against them a couple of seasons ago when they got relegated. We got beat 4-1 under Conte by this team. So it's no mean feat, and they're playing good football. They played some decent football on Saturday. They gave us they made it competitive. They didn't come to just compete. They came to compete. Sorry, they didn't come to just lie down. They still need to break that 40-point barrier as well. Although I think they are safe, but they were level points with us, and so it was important that we got this result because we didn't want to fall further down the table. Not only did we get a win, but we got some goals, 3 of them. Can you believe it? 3 goals. And plaudits to Badiashile, who came back into the side. Frank Lampard picked the side that we all wanted to see. Badiashile coming back into the fold. Don't know why he wasn't playing in the first place. Madueke having a run of games, and he looks good. The boy looks good. I'm not getting carried away like other people with him, saying that he's fantastic. He's good, but he's still raw. I've seen glimpses of magic in his game, which makes me think that he's going to be a good player. He's still young. He's still in sometimes he's making the wrong decisions, over dribbling at times, or not playing that ball when he should. But again, that comes with experience. And You know, you saw that when you look at when we a young Salah, what we had, we saw glimpses, but we weren't patient. But Mourinho wasn't patient with him, and that's when he got mature and older, we saw the best of Salah, and you're seeing the sort of things that this guy can do with a bit of patience, with some good coaching. He can become a top player. You know, he's brave. And he's showing a lot of confidence. In a side that's lacking confidence, he's come in and he's wanted the ball. He's not hidden away from the ball. And he's got some good upper body strength as well. I love the way he stop, start. And he's terrorised the Bournemouth left back. So for me, we need to build on players like this. And for those fans who are saying, oh, you know, everyone who's looking to criticise Bowley and the rest of the team, the Clear Lake people, about the buys, you know, everything, you know, they just want to be negative about everything. But yeah, I've said they've made some mistakes. But if you look at the buys that they made, Badiashile was outstanding against Bournemouth. Madueke, great performance from him. And we also had, even Sterling came on, had an assist. He did well in his cameo performance. The guy, João Felix, came off the bench and scored a decent goal. So you're seeing that the new players, and obviously we know how good Enzo Fernandez is. So the new players who've come in, played. Mudryk started as well, did okay. And he's someone else who I think can only get better. So these guys have come in. Okay, they may not be the finished article yet, but they have bags of potential, and they can come in, and within the next 2 or 3 seasons, I think we can see big things from these players. So stop criticising there's others that criticise them about things that need to be we need to be critical of, but other things it's just nitpicking and silly, really. So anyway, Conor Gallagher, again, a player who people don't like because of Cobham, and a silly fan base because he comes from Cobham. He's not liked. Good goal, he scored a decent header, but the goal scored by Bournemouth, very good goal by Bournemouth. The one-touch move was fantastic, and the finish was fantastic. And again, some agenda-driven people are criticising Kepa. Behave. Kepa had no chance. That's scored right in the corner of the goal. And so this is just agenda-driven. I criticise Kepa when I feel that he needs to be criticised, but Saturday can do anything about that goal. And he kept us in the game with some good saves. So Kepa had one of his better games yesterday on Saturday. So I feel that stop this nonsense about criticising for every single goal that goes in. It's not cool. Who scored then? Yeah, Badiashile scored, and obviously we saw the goal by João Felix. So guys, you can stop panicking, those who are panicking and overreacting, because it's now mathematically impossible for us to get relegated. What we can try and do now, let's make these last 4 games enjoyable for the Chelsea fans. The only game I wouldn't mind us lose, the only game I wouldn't mind us dropping points in is the Man City game, and that's just simply because I just don't want Arsenal to win the league. Simple as, and it's going to be hard against Manchester City anyway. But I can you imagine that Chelsea winning against Manchester City so that Arsenal win the league? I always want Chelsea to win every game, don't get me wrong, but that's something that I don't know if I can live with myself as a Chelsea fan, to help Arsenal win the league. This doesn't get thinking about. I think we've got Nottingham Forest, who've got a lot to play for because they're still in the relegation zone. I think we can build on this good performance by beating Nottingham Forest. Manchester United, I said in my preview that I don't really rate them. They got beat by West Ham. They don't look great. They just had, and I still think that we can get something from them. Newcastle would have probably already cemented their top 4, but maybe not, because it's getting tighter now with Liverpool in the equation. So they may still have something to play for coming to Stamford Bridge. But even then, I think a confident Chelsea can give Newcastle a game. And this 3 goals and a win, maybe gives us a bit of confidence going into the end of the season. And something else, what that 3 goals did, for the first time, we outscored Erling Haaland for the first time in weeks. And we're only 1 behind him now, guys. He's on 35 and we're on 34. So, I keep saying, we can't have one player beating the whole Chelsea side for goal scoring in the league this season. So come on, guys, you got to, don't be, that'd be embarrassing. So we need to score a few more goals in the next 4 matches and outscore Erling Haaland, so that we can at least say that we've outscored one player. Come on, that's all I asked for the other day, was at least a win, and now I'm asking for us to outscore Haaland. Is that too much to ask for? I don't think it is. So what do you guys think of the game on Saturday? Are you confident going into the rest of the matches that we can get some points? How many points do you think we're going to get out of the last 4 matches? Stick it in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys on the next video. So take care for now and goodbye.